All right, phenyl rings and a benzyl ring. So a phenyl ring indicates a benzene ring that's attached to a longer continuous chain. All right. So for example, let's say I have a long chain. Okay. So I have this long chain like this, and I just happen to have an aromatic ring hanging off of it. All right. This is what's called a phenyl group. Okay, where this becomes a substituent hanging off of my parent chain. So let's say I have a chlorine right here. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So the name of this would be 2-chloro, 4-phenyl, decane. Okay? When your aromatic ring is a substituent, it's called a phenyl group. Okay? Notice in the last examples, your aromatic ring was your parent. But in this case, your phenyl ring is a substituent. How do you know if it's a substituent? Well, if the group hanging off of your aromatic ring is too complicated to name as an easy group, well, then it's a substituent. It's a lot easier to name this thing as a decane and just name these things hanging off of it than it would be to name this somehow as a substituent, right? Do you think it's easier to name this as a substituent, or do you think it's easier to name that as a substituent? Obviously, it's easier to name that as a substituent. Okay. A benzyl group is the same thing, but you have a CH2 in there. So if you have, again, these long chains, and you have a CH2 and an aromatic ring, this is a benzyl group. You now have a CH2 in there. Same naming, you just name as a benzyl. So 1, 2, 3, 4. This would be 4 benzyl 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 octane. Okay. So, and here's again, these are kind of common names. Benzyl bromide. So your benzyl is the parent. You have a bromine hanging off it, or benzyl alcohol. Okay. So phenyl groups and benzyl groups. So a benzene ring substituent is a phenyl group. A benzyl group containing an additional CH2 is a benzyl group. All right. Well, that is the end of this chapter. And so, sorry about that. Get any questions that you have, write them down, ask them in class, and I will see you guys in class.